This is Michael Good from ReaperTrades.com, and you are listening to the soothing music of Pifaro from the album Canzoni e Danze. This is Renaissance music, and it's very relaxing. I find it helps me in my trading because I tend to be a little, what can I say, emotionally overcharged, and otherwise I'd go crazy throwing around tons of money, and listening to relaxing music helps me trade. So buy this and be a better person. Anyway, moving on with stocks. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Moving on with stocks, you see here the chart of Vonage, VG. Today I shorted 215 as it broke below 217, which is where I closed yesterday. It went red on the day. Hey, great time to short. And unfortunately, what you see to the left of you here is that's all pre-market trading. So it opened right around 220 and quickly went red. I shorted it just 2 cents off of the green-red mark, so very good execution there. I tried to cover at 2 as it bounced off of 198, and it bounced quickly. I knew that this stock had bounced a lot yesterday, and I knew it was going to bounce. So I tried to cover. I got crappy fills. I hit the ask, but still Sogo Elite wouldn't give me a freaking fill. And because of that, I had to cancel and replace my order a couple times. I didn't get filled till about 208. So I walked away from that on my 10,000 shares with about $700 profit. Reshorted later in the day, right around here, right here, as it went below 2. So you had the nice fading action throughout the day. You had a couple bounces, but each bounce, see here's the first bounce, second bounce, third bounce. Each bounce had a lower peak than the last one. And then this bounced here too, much lower peak, and then it broke below where it had been trading in the 205 area. So that was a good idea to short there on what Tim Sykes calls fading afternoon price action. These afternoon trades are a lot slower, a lot more reasonable than quick morning panics and spikes. So I did 10,000 shares there. This time in Interactive Brokers, they got their borrows back. And then I did another 5,000 shares right around here to bring my average up to 1.998 something, basically $2 a share. And it closed right around 199. I would have liked to see a new low for the day, for the close, like 195, 194. That would have been ideal, but I'm not going to complain about that weak close. Also consider, look at our multi-day chart here. Our volume is nowhere near what it was yesterday or the day before. 20 million shares, still a lot of volume, but it's only a quarter of what it traded yesterday and half of what it traded the day before that. All the buyers are disappearing, and when that happens in a stock that's up a bunch, the sellers will gradually take over, and I expect a big drop tomorrow. Let's take a look at these are 15-minute candles here, freestockcharts.com. It's a nice website. So you see this. On the candles, you have some quick spikiness, drop, come back, and then just gradually fading. This is actually from yesterday right here, and this is today right here. So the gradual fading is just continuing. And that's a good sign that we might see some panic selling tomorrow. All the momentum buyers, they're going to look at it and say, oh my gosh, it was down 8% today. It couldn't even spike at all. They're going to sell hand and fist to try to get out of this before they start losing money, because they're all already up a bunch. But if it goes down to 180, 160, stop losses are going to go off and people are going to get out quickly, and this thing will drop quickly. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm still overnight short 15,000 shares. Let's go to our trader's workstation so you can see this. It shows an unrealized loss of $500 because it closed the aftermarket trading at 203. But yeah, so I had a couple other trades today, pretty unimportant. YMI I did on a lark because somebody on my blog suggested doing that, and I'm like, hey, why not? SCLN, Tim Alert, he sold his position. I shorted a very tiny position because I was distracted and got a partial fill. GSPI, a little crappy 1-cent pink sheet stock that showed a bit of momentum today. I mentioned before I'm trying to learn how to trade these. Bought it at 2 cents, sold it at 2.2 cents after it came off this spike here. So that's it. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time.